Go ahead for Jared.
Coach, I asked Nate about, we've asked him a lot about playing with Marty and how that's been, but it feels like, he keeps going back to, and Arturi makes a lot of that go. What is it, and then he just told us, he works well with everyone. What is it that MacKinnon does that seems to just be such a secret sauce for whatever line?
I feel like I've answered this a lot, but he's always able to make the next play. He knows where guys are on the ice. Like, I think he's a super intelligent player, and then he plays bigger than his size. His anticipation is great, and when you need a touch on a puck to advance it or to put it into an area where someone else can get it, he just finds a way to get the touch he needs. He's reckless that way when it comes to putting his body on the line and making sure that he just gets that touch so the play can continue. And usually it's, a smart, intelligent play that puts those two guys, in positions to create offense.
What's it say about your team maybe when you're 5-0-1 and the power play's not going the way you want it yet and you're still winning the way you are?
Well, I think it says that we've been a good 5-on-5 team to this point. We're doing a nice job on the defensive side of it. We're doing a nice job on the offensive side of it, and the penalty kill's been really good. So, you got to win or tie the special teams battle, and the penalty kill's keeping them off the board. So we're tying it even if we're not scoring on the power play, and then we have faith in our 5-on-5 games. So, I think it says a lot. It says we're committed on the defensive side here early. We're playing with a good conscience. Our details are pretty good. It's far from perfect hockey, but it's pretty good for this time of the year.
Speaking of special teams as well, obviously Boston's had a really good penalty kill tonight, but we saw a bit of shuffling on the power play. Just overall first impressions.
Well, they weren't as dangerous as I'd like them to be. They did stick with it and grind to create some really good looks. Just there were, too long in between those looks for the opportunities that we have. But it's a brand new set, and we got on the ice for 10 minutes or 8 minutes to work on it, right? So different personnel, going to get used to each other again, and we're going to experiment with it, I'm not super concerned with it right now, but it's got to get going here at some point, so we're kind of shuffling personnel around and taking a look at some guys in some different positions, and then we'll make some more decisions. We may experiment even longer than we already have. Yep.
From the outside, it looks like your team is locked in, but from your vantage point, 2 weeks in, are they at an uncommon level of focus?
Yeah, the focus has been great. I said that from day one of training camp. I think it's, it's a determined group coming back. It's the messaging around our room, I think, has been consistent, and, no nights off, and, playing the way we've been playing, focusing on the things that we just talked about, And so for me, it's the defensive commitment that's at a higher level to start the season than what it normally is, and our record is showing that.
When Sam went down, you made the decision to put Josh with Brent Burns.
Yeah.
It seems like he seems to be adjusting that left side well.
Yeah, he
you
is.
liked about those two together.
Well, two big bodies that are both hard to play against, and they close and plays out in the D zone quickly. They've done a nice job up ice versus the rush. We talked about it earlier in the year. I just wanted to take a look. Sam is slotted in the right spot right now on the right side, and he's played a couple really good games back to back here. Looks more comfortable over there, but he's still playing left in these games as well. So we're just juggling him around a little bit so we can split up Taser and Kale a little bit and get them playing with everybody too. But with the addition of Burns and the way Mance is playing and Sam, the group looks good back there, and we feel confident with any of them on the ice. And we now have a couple righties shifting over to the left side to help us out a little bit.
Question over here to the right. Go ahead.
How has the addition of Coach Haxtell to the coaching staff made the team more dynamic?
Well, he's been great. I think it's a different view on the power play. It's some different messaging. It's not that the messaging wasn't good before. It's just trying to add and grow our PP units with a different view. He's helping out our young guys and our forwards and doing some video with those guys, and it's just a new voice, a new perspective, a guy that's been around, an experienced, good coach, and so I can't say better or worse or any of that. It's just different, and I think the guys are refreshed a little bit here with some of the messaging that he's getting, and that's why I have faith in the power play. I like what they're talking about and like what they're doing. It's just a matter of kind of getting together and gelling a little bit.
How would you, what was your first impression of Bark?
Well, he gave up a goal his first shift, so tough start. And then he got better from there, but he did some good things. He doesn't cheat you with the work ethic, the physicality. Just got to continue to work with him a little bit on the details of the game and the structure of our game, which can be difficult sometimes because of the language barrier.
Corey,
Scott doesn't get to play 6 games in a row very often so far in his career to this point. Just how do you sort of sum up what he's meant to this so far?
He's been fantastic. Yeah, I mean, he's played great hockey. His worst game was probably the Dallas game. It's one game we gave up a point in. All the other games, I feel like he's been outstanding. So, I mean, he's given us a chance to win every night, and we're limiting the scoring chances against in front of him. And I think he's looked phenomenal, which is exactly what you need. It's kind of reminds me of when we got him at the beginning or in the middle of last year. He came out and played his best hockey right out of the gate when he knew that he was fighting for the net, and he's done a good job. I mean, obviously, if he keeps playing like this, he's going to see more games.
When can we expect Trent Miner to get a start?
I don't know.
If he does end up getting one.
Yeah, we'll see.
last one, Jesse.
Coach, obviously you guys dig out of that hole that you start 0-4 last year, but you guys end up finishing well above 500. How big is it for your group to get off to this kind of a start versus having to immediately be trying to play catch up?
It's a healthy group, I know, like, when we lose, everyone's going to come after us, and when we win, it just, I don't know if people think it's luck, but it's a good hockey team and it's healthy. It's not the same when you're missing 5-6 top players and they're sitting on the shelf because of injuries like last year. We took a beating at the start, but a lot of it is personnel. I mean, our guys are slotted right where they should be, and they're all playing well, and every guy you lose out of your lineup takes a toll on somebody else, and someone's playing in a different spot than the way you had it pictured at the start of the year. That is the main reason. The focus and the determination of our group and what we're trying to accomplish this year is equally as important, but we're healthy. So when you're healthy, which doesn't happen often in this league, as healthy as we can be, you got to make hay when the sun shines.
Okay, thanks, Jared.
Yep, thanks.
Thanks, Ken.